For many years, it was believed that Neanderthals were a species of hominids that had little or nothing to do with the actual human being. Historically, they are considered dumb and wild. But new studies and discoveries made in the last decade have made the majority of myths and beliefs that we have from these species fall down. From the hunting technique to the artistic expression that they developed, or the way they buried the dead, the vision that existed traditionally about the Neanderthal has changed drastically. The Homo neanderthalensis are the closest ancestors known to humans. It is said that both species lived together for thousands of years, sharing more than just the habitat that surrounded them. The Neanderthals inhabited Eurasia, which encompasses Europe and some parts of Asia, approximately from 400,000 years until they disappeared 40,000 years ago. The reason for their extinction is still a mystery, but the researchers know that the Neanderthals coexisted and even lived with Homo sapiens. Some agree that this coexistence gave as a result more successful humans, thus contributing to Neanderthals' extinction. Another theory related to the disappearance is climate change. Scientists have documented a cold wave of 1,000 years duration that could have depopulated the species. Once the Neanderthals' population decreased, humans moved and ended up being the dominant species around the world. The first Neanderthal remains were found in distinct places of Europe at the beginning of the 19th century, but they were not recognized as a different species until the Neanderthal first discovery at the Neanderthal Valley located in Germany in 1856. This fossil consisted of a robust skull with a large crest and several lime bones. Geologist William King gave it the name Homo neanderthalensis in 1864, which means human from the Neanderthal Valley, and classified it as a different species from Homo sapiens. Other earlier fossils that had been found and misidentified in Belgium and Gibraltar also belonged to Neanderthals. Since then, more than 400 Neanderthal remains have been found around the world. Neanderthal remains can range from relatively complete skeletons with many bones intact to highly fragmented specimens where only a few bones or fragments are available. Some Neanderthal fossils are exceptionally well preserved due to being buried in environments that protect them from decomposition. Common marks found on Neanderthal bones included hypoplasia, indicating childhood nutrient deficiencies, trauma marks resulting from injuries, possibly due to hunting or interpersonal conflicts, and pathology marks indicating diseases or disorders affecting to the bones or joints, such as arthritis or infections. These marks provide insight into their lives and health. At first glance, the fossilized bones on Neanderthal look human, but a closer look reveals that the characteristics that differentiate us are significant. They were characterized by having an average height of about 1.75 centimeters, similar to that of modern humans, but with a more robust body adapted to the cold. His facial features were distinctive with prominent eyebrows, larger teeth and eyes, and a very big wide nose. The brains were similar in size to ours, although with a more elongated shape, and they did not have much of a chin. Despite the reputation as being primitive cavemen, Neanderthals were actually very intelligent and accomplished humans. It's unfair to them that the word Neanderthal is used as an insult today. Neanderthals were skilled tool makers. They used complex techniques such as levelers to produce flakes, blades, and points. They were also proficient hunters, killing large animals in close range, which was a risky strategy that would have required considerable skill, strength, and bravery. They developed the ability to make fire from at least 200,000 years ago, the one needed to live in their very challenging environments. Life was hard, but these wood species found a way to survive for many years. Neanderthals had complex behavior and their own culture, which included caring for the sick and burying the dead. These practices suggest that Neanderthals had a sense of empathy, solidarity, and spirituality, similar to those of modern humans. For example, in one case of cannibalism, genetic analysis revealed that Neanderthals did not eat their close relatives, but rather individuals from other groups. It is believed that Neanderthals were capable of having symbolic thoughts that created eagle claws and objects to have been used in rituals. It's very difficult to determine whether Neanderthals had spoken language, but the complexity of their social lives suggests they must have been able to talk to each other. Neanderthals were our closest ancestors on the human life tree. Although they became extinct about 40,000 years ago, they left a mark in our DNA that connects us with them. Neanderthals are not forgotten species, but a part of our history and our identity.